Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome on here for the class. Today, we are going to continue with our chapter 2, Polynomials. How are you all? And welcome to all the students here. So, till now, we have discussed all the identity properties, okay, related to polynomials. That is starting from your class 8 work, that is a plus b the whole square, a minus b the whole square, and carry on with cubic formulas, that is a plus b the whole cube, a minus b the whole cube, and many more. And now we are discussing one of the last formula from your polynomial that is related to cubing of three terms. So let's see what is it. The formula says is a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc is equal to a plus b plus c into a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ac. Okay, the formula says a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc is equal to a plus b plus c bracket a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ac. So we are going to discuss the application of this formula in this class here. So can you pay attention and see how it is to be done? You're already familiar with the substitution of formulas. You have already done the sums, how to apply the formulas, different types of sums, like for example a plus b plus c the whole square and many more. Okay, so similar basis we will be solving this formula here and applying the formula for the sums. So the first example it's taken, say the fourth example is, it is x cube plus 8y cube plus 125z cube minus 30xyz. So you have to do factorization here. As you can see, it is product onto 2. So we always call it as a factorization or simplified. So try it in your book and try to simplify this further. Come on, could you just try? First of all, now comparing the formula. So you're going to apply the formula here. So you have to discuss how are you going to apply the formula. Accordingly, we are going to discuss it. So when you compare the formulas, when you compare the terms with the formulas, so we get something like a as x. Okay, so it is a cube. So you need to like a as x, it is understood to you, but here it is 8y cube. So you have related. So let's write this first before applying the formula. The first step is to write it in the form of whole cube. Okay, so like here, this is nothing but cube of x. So here 8y cube, it's a cube of, so actually this is the cube of 2y, isn't it? You've already learned the formulas now, so you must be aware of it, and you know the cubes and the squares, so you know very well how to apply that. So you know here 125, on factorization of 125, you get this as 5 into 5 into 5, so you can write this as, yes, it is nothing but 5z the whole cube. And this has to be written like something with 3abc. So looking at this, you can recognize a is x, b is 2y, and c is 5z, isn't it? So with that, I can identify this x as a. I just apply the bracket for the convenience of writing. Y as 2y and z as 5. It is this is nothing but c as 5z. Okay, just I'm clearing it as 2 right now. Okay, so according to this, here it has to be 3. So how first let's clarify that am I doing the correct thing? So how will you come to know? So you look at this. So 2 5s are 10, and according to the formula it has to be 3a. A is nothing but x. Okay, b is 2y, c is 5z. According to these terms we got some comparison and we got this. And according to the formula, it has to be 3. But is it given to us like this? So with that also we need to verify. So here we can say, so you look at this. 3 to 6, 5 are 30. Yes. X, Y, Z. Yes. So it's meeting what is given. We are comparing with formula and we are writing out this. And that means we can use the formula. So using the formula, so we write down the formula here. So using the formula, how will you write this as? How will you expand this? Express this as? So a plus b plus c. So what is your a, b, and c? Now you know it very well. It is x plus 2y plus 5z. Isn't it? Did you get the first bracket? I hope that is clear to you, everyone. Are you all with me? So, what do you get this? After this, the second bracket. What is it say? It is a square plus b square plus c square. Okay, isn't it? So what is the A, E, and C here? You know it well. So we can go ahead with this. The last one, what does it say? It is square of A, that is x square. Please don't be in a hurry to find out the square only, because you know that there are some terms when it comes negative, you might get confused. So don't be in a hurry to do it. You can do it with proper steps. So the square of x plus square of second term plus square of third term. Okay, try to remember this in word rather with A, B, E, C. That becomes easier for you. Okay, we'll discuss it that how. Then minus AB. That is second and first and second minus second into third. Okay, I hope you got this. How did I do it? I hope you are familiar now. You got it. What did I apply here? What does it say? It says that A square plus B square plus C square. Okay, that is the square of first three terms. Isn't it? What are the first three terms? You can get it here. Did you understand how it is? A, B, and C. So you get it. So we write down this and this one here. So how will you remember it in easier? What I said, you can remember this as like when it is there are three terms A, B, and C. So how will you recognize or remember the formula? It is easier way. So it's like cube of three terms, and it is three times the product of three terms, which could be equal to sum of first three terms, right? A, B, and C. Sum of first three terms into square of first term plus square of second term plus square of third term minus cyclic product of, like you can say, minus first term into second term minus second term into third term minus third term into fourth term. So this is the way how you're going to remember it. So when we simplify it, what you is A plus B plus C into, so when I simplify this, the square of x 2y, it is nothing but the square of 2y, that is 4y square. You know square is always positive, so I don't have to worry about it. Then 5 square, that is nothing but 25 z square. Then what do I get? Minus 2xy minus 10yz minus 5z x or xz, whatever you like. I hope that is very clear to you. One of the simplest example I have taken it. So when quickly have a glance on it, please. I'm just giving you a minute. Please don't write anything. I will get the solution for you. So please don't write, just go through it. I'm just giving you a minute to go through it, please. So hope I'm very clear with the formula. Now I'm using the same formula. What I'm doing here, I'm changing the signs of the terms. So please be careful how I'm doing it. This was the simplest example where all the terms were positive. Okay, now I'm taking one more example. I hope this was clear to you, children. Okay, just look here how it would change when it makes the changes in the sign. Just for the convenience, I'm taking this as now. You could see here, now you might get confused with the third sum that it is actually according to formula, it has to be minus, but here I have given it plus. But how will you understand that where to apply which formula? You know, that is many a times it's a confusion for you. Okay, so that is the selection, like selection of formula. That is the maximum time your creates doubt among your mind. So now you have learned so many formulas with cube, and especially I think for cubes also like the 3 or 4 formulas, the fifth formula. But you could see here how it is different from other sums. So you could look at the question. Here there are 3 perfect cubes, isn't it? And 4 terms are there. If you see there are many with 4 terms, but here there are out of 4 terms given, 3 are perfect cubes. So that will help you to decide that this is the choice for the formula. This how will you select this formula out of the rest? Okay, so let's do it and try to write in this form. Now here you have to be a little careful about the minus sign. So here, I know it's very simple. This you quite understood well. Now I have repeatedly saying about the squares and the cubes. What do I say? The square of a number is always positive, whether the term is negative or positive. But for a cube, square of positive number is always positive. Square of negative number is always negative. So this will give you the idea. Here the formula said it has to be plus. So if this sign, I will take it like this. Got it? We have done this in previous questions also, like a plus b plus c the whole square formula. When there were some negative terms, we were connecting it to the numerator. Okay, so this minus sign will go with this term stating the cube is negative. So here, this term is nothing but the cube of minus 5z, as the cube of negative number is negative. And how do you get minus 125? So you will say generally, what do you think? 125 is 5 into 5 into 5. And you might think like this, that this is minus of this. No. When I talk about cube, I will think like this. I won't take minus sign common. Rather, I will expand it like this way. Understood? Because this also means minus 125. And since we are talking about the perfect cube here, we won't take minus sign common, but rather we would write that term as a cube of a negative term. So please remember, this is a bit different from other questions. What is it here? Whenever you have a negative cube, you will write down that as a cube of a negative term. जैसे square था, though it was positive, but इस next term पे से आपको पता चल रहा था कि it is a negative. So आप वो जो term, though it was positive, you were writing it as a square of a negative term. So similar one here, you will write this as a cube of a negative one. तो उस हिसाब से हमारा यहाँ पे क्या होना चाहिए, right? So it has to be, पहले हम x y z देख लेते हैं. So what is ABC? So it is x into y into minus 5z. तो उस हिसाब से माइनस साइन यहाँ हुई, तो प्लस विल बी स्प्लिट इनटू माइनस इनटू माइनस. तो ये माइनस यहाँ आ गया, एंड बाय रूल इट हैज टू बी 3. Yes, is it matching the formula 3a b c? Is it matching our term minus into minus plus? Yes. 3 5s are 15. Yes, x y z. So we didn't bring our own. It was just factorization of this, which we will always write it as a minus 3 multiplied by product of first term, second term, third term. I hope you got it. I'm not bringing something new over here. I'm just factorizing the fourth term as always, like minus 3 multiplied by product of 3 terms. We should match here. Product of these 3 terms should match here. So you can see that it is matching. And hence by formula, okay, we could write this as, what is it? A plus b plus c. So x plus y, our c is negative. So minus 5z here into, okay, so square of first term, okay, plus square of second term. Please remember here I'm doing one more step here, plus square of third term, okay, minus, what is it? Product of first and second term. Product of first and second term. Okay, I told you that if you are not comfortable and you are not confident, use the bracket that will make you clear about it. Minus second and third term. So y into minus 5z minus third term into first term x. So what do I get it? Ultimately, this is already in simplified form, so I don't have to do anything much. And this could be written as x square plus y square plus 25z square minus xy. And I hope you understand here. Here the signs will change. Here we have the negative term, so the signs changes. So plus 5z plus 5zx. I hope I'm very clear with this. I hope you are understanding this example well. Okay, children? Okay. So now we go with the same formula, okay, but its application in numericals. Okay, I hope I'm very clear to it. Would you like to see this once again? So formula, what does the formula say? A cube plus B cube plus C cube minus 3ABC. That is sum of the cube of 3 terms minus 3 times the product of these 3 terms is equal to product of, do have a product of sum of these first 3 terms multiplied by, okay, product of, right? So product of this and sum of the squares of first 3 terms, यदि आप उसको express कर सकते हैं statement form में, so the sum of the first 3 terms minus cyclic product of 2, that is A, B, B, C, C. I hope that is clear to you, right? A very simple formula. Children, I can understand that there are lot many formulas, as I told you before in the beginning of the chapter. There are many formulas. I know your basic step is to learn the formula. This is the last formula which we are learning for this chapter. Okay, and after this, the chapter is almost clear, except some application based ones asked by you. Means once you ask me in the group, we will be taking a session on the practice one. Okay, so here we are left with the numerical part of it. But the thing is, the basic step is to learn the formulas first of all. Once you learn the formulas, it is easier for you to have the options in your minds. Like you have the choices and now you have the questions with you. So you have to generalize something. As I told you that you have to decide a pattern. Like here, what is the pattern? The cube of 3 terms and then the 3 times the product. So this is the pattern. The formula is nothing but the generalization of pattern, we can say. Okay, so we'll discuss that. Let's see one of the application here, and one of the important question which comes in the paper is application of this. So how the question is written and how it is applied. Let's see. I hope you all have received the worksheet and you have started doing the homework. Okay, so whatever worksheet I'm sending, I'm updating it and then I send it to you. So already I have sent you the worksheet of this part. Okay, and I hope it will be clearer to now how it is actually used. For this chapter, the worksheet has been already given it to you. I hope you have gone through it and you have tried to understand. So let's take the example. What the question says, without actual cubing, find the value. Okay, what are they saying? You will not find the cube. Suppose I give you 8, you will not write it is okay to 2 cube. And you won't do any addition, subtraction, but you have to use the identity here. So what kind of questions will come here? Okay, so before going to the question, I would just like to highlight one thing here. Okay, look at the formula. I hope you all remember the formula by now. What does it say? Cube minus this gives you this. You have learned one basic concept. If I say there are 2 terms, A and B, okay, and the answer is 0, can you tell me what will you generalize from this? There are 2 numbers, A and B, and its product is 0. What conclusion will you derive for A and B? I hope you got my question. So could you think on that part, please? And could you try to answer? I'm waiting for your answers. I'm just giving you, like I'm taking a pause, and I want for you to give me the answer. Did you get it? So now I haven't replied, been getting anything. I hope you have understood the question first of all. I said my question is, I think I need to repeat my question. What does it say? The question says that if the product of 2 numbers is 0, what will you conclude for the numbers? Very good, Aditya. Very good. Yes, I think we have got the answer if you could read it. No, Shripati, you're a bit wrong. Somebody is like, I could see not your name. So, okay, pay attention here. Please stop hitting the comments now. Aditya is correct. Okay, out of you. A into B is 0, means the product of 2 terms is 0. That means either A is 0 or B is 0 or both are 0. Okay, yes, this is correct one. Either A is 0 or B is 0 or both are 0. So, using that concept, we are going to follow the numerical part. What does it say? Okay, so if suppose, before going to the solving the sum, let's work more on this. Suppose I say, if I get here A plus B plus C is 0. Okay, in the formula, if I say if A plus B plus C is 0, then what the formula would be? So therefore, A cube plus B cube plus C cube minus 3ABC is equal to what? 0 into something. And you know, 0 multiplied by any number is 0. So ultimately, you get the whole right hand side as 0, isn't it? I hope I'm very clear. Okay, this is the derivation of the formula. So finally pay attention. So therefore, we get A cube plus B cube plus C cube is equal to 3ABC. मैंने इस तरफ ले लिया. So what do I get? I get the cube of sum of the cube of three numbers as 3 times the product of the numbers. समझ में आया? I'm repeating. It is, what do I say? The cube of three terms are there here. You could see 3 cube. So if somebody will ask you, what is the sum of? So now I'm going for my question. Without actual cubing, find the value of, say, 8 cube plus 5 cube plus minus 13 cube. So what's the question says? तो आपको यहाँ पे 8 का cube नहीं find करना है कि 8 into 8 into 8 is 512 and so 5 cube is 125 and then you will go for 13 cube and you will do addition subtraction. No, you will not do this. Okay, what are you going to do it here? You are going to use this formula. What does this formula say? Okay, application of this formula. What does it say? If A plus B plus C is 0, then it would be right hand side of this. The whole would be 0 because 0 multiplied by something becomes 0. And hence, A cube plus B cube plus C cube is nothing but, if I bring this on the other side, so A cube plus B cube plus C cube is nothing but 3 times the product of A, B and C. That is, if somebody asks you the sum of the cube of 3 numbers and if you show that, I hope आप ध्यान से सुन रहे हैं, and if you show that, आपको क्या show करना है कि ये तीनों का जो sum है यानी कि तीनों का total है वो कितना है 0 है. तो आप डायरेक्टली कह सकते हैं कि sum of these cubes is equal to 3 times of its product. अब इसको लिखना कैसे है because many of the children get confused with the writing work. So let's do it. प्लीज आपको यहाँ पे क्यूब नहीं फाइंड करना है. एडिशन सब्ट्रैक्शन का सम नहीं है, ये आपका क्यूब का सम नहीं है कि फाइंड द क्यूब, बिल्कुल नहीं है, ये आइडेंटिटीज है. सो लेट A is 8, B is 5 and C is minus 13. So A plus B plus C is what? 8 plus 5 plus minus 13. Okay, please don't ask me again and again if I write this, if I do this, please. This is the standard method which I am prescribing, then it's up to you what you write. Okay, so I get this 0 and since A plus B plus C I got 0, what does the formula will derive? ये कहाँ हो जाएगी? ये सब छोटा हो जाएगा, मतलब ये we will get rid of this and hence what we say directly that sum of the cube is and therefore A cube plus B cube plus C cube is equal to 3 times ABC. And therefore, my question, I'll go back to my question. So it is 8 cube plus 5 cube plus minus 13 cube is nothing but, what is it? Using the formula, it is 3 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 5 multiplied by minus 13. So how much it will come to? 8 5s are 40, 43s are 120, 123s are, I think if I'm not mistaken, it is minus 1560. I hope that is clear to all of you. Okay, 3 is 24 or I can tell it is easy as I told you before also. When we go for multiplication, always combine the 2s and 5s. 8 is nothing but the power of 2, right? 2 cubes. So 8 5s are 40. 4, 0 as it is. 3 4s are 12. 13 12s are. So when we multiply, you get it as 156. And hence it is minus 1560. I hope you take this. Okay, I hope you understood the method, how to write and what to do about it. This comes very surely for 2 marks question, one of the most important question which has come in board exam. Like, the class 9 was a board exam before, so it comes very regularly for your term exam and for your year ending also and for final exam also. So these are the important question which you need to learn it. Okay. So I hope I'm very clear with this. I'll go with one more example. I'll take a simpler number here and be careful about the signs. Okay. Okay. So now I'm taking another example. Say that's very simple question. I'm taking it, but I'm working on the minus sign here. So let's take this as 10 cube plus minus 3 cube plus minus 7 cube. एक सिंपल सी चीज एक याद रखने के लिए आपको बता देती हूँ. इस टाइप के क्वेश्चन में आपको पता कैसे चलेगा कि मुझे करना क्या है. पहले तो क्वेश्चन में लिखा हुआ है, ठीक है, क्या लिखा हुआ है कि विदाउट क्यूबिंग. ठीक है. दूसरी चीज आप हमेशा नोटिस करो, ये दो टाइप के क्वेश्चन है. अब ये दो टाइप में टाइप क्या है, ऐसा कुछ स्पेशल नहीं है. यहाँ देखोगे एक नंबर नेगेटिव है या तो आपके दो नंबर नेगेटिव है. ये एक है, हमेशा प्लस आया नहीं हो सकता ये सब. ठीक है. आपको ये याद कैसे रहेगा कि ये वाला 3ABC वाला करना, तो इसका यही एक है कि कभी भी ये प्लस में नहीं आएगा. प्लस में आएगा तो आपको पूरा फॉर्मूला जो करना है दैट डजंट कम. ये न्यूमेरिकल्स में यही एप्लीकेशन आती है. सो दिस इज वन वे टू रिमेंबर कि हमेशा प्लस माइनस वाला मत करना, मतलब एक पॉजिटिव दो नेगेटिव या फिर दो नेगेटिव एक पॉजिटिव. क्यों? ताकि हमें जीरो मिले. सो लेट्स सी हाउ टू डू इट. सो सेम वे लेट A is 10, B is minus 3 and C is 7 minus 7. Okay. So therefore A plus B plus C, what will it come? 10 plus minus 3 plus minus 7, which you know it, yes, it's 0, and therefore A plus B plus C is equal to 0, and hence our formula becomes, and therefore what do we know about formula? We know that cube of these three terms, when we add it, we get a product of three terms, and therefore directly 10 cube plus minus 3 cube plus minus 7 cube is equal to what? B multiplied by 10 multiplied by minus 3 multiplied by minus 7. Please be careful that you have to carry the signs. So 3ABC, so 21 3s are 63 and 0. Something is missing? No. Minus into minus is plus. यहाँ पे हमेशा जब एक टर्म नेगेटिव है तो आपका आंसर नेगेटिव होगा. यहाँ पे दो टर्म्स नेगेटिव है इसलिए आपका आंसर हमेशा पॉजिटिव होगा. I hope this is clear to all of you children, and I think you don't have any doubt for this. Yes, many of you are giving the correct answer. Same what I said. Okay, so I have already been given the worksheet for this questions. Okay, that part is it's not 360 here, it's 630. So already we have discussed this in the form of worksheet. So already the work is allotted to you. Okay, and you know today is Tuesday, so next class it would be on Thursday. So by these 2 days, I think you can complete your work. You can complete your worksheets. Please ask me the doubts. If you need for revision, I don't mind taking a conducting class, live class, like not YouTube, but you can come on Medium, Google Meet. We can plan it if you want any revision question. Okay. Before ending up, I think Aditya have some doubts. I think you don't listen, Aditya, and others also, please. He is asking, good that he asked the question, so we get it clarified. Again, I'll repeat it. ये फॉर्मूला कब अप्लाई करेंगे? जब आपको 3ABC वाला पर्टिकुलरली, और ऊपर वाला तो आपको पता चलेगा जनरल अप्लाई करने का फॉर्मूला. इसमें आपको पहले लिखा होगा, जो मैंने क्वेश्चन ऑलरेडी लिखा हुआ, विदाउट क्यूबिंग. ठीक है, विदाउट क्यूबिंग फाइंड द वैल्यू. तो ये आपको हिंट है, द क्वेश्चन इटसेल्फ डिस्क्राइब्स यू. सेकेंडली, टोटल जीरो होना चाहिए. तो टोटल जीरो के लिए तीन टर्म्स है, एक लॉजिक है, ये तीन टर्म्स है आपके पास. तो दो का सम तीसरे के बराबर होगा, यानी ऑपोजिट होगा एक दूसरे का. तो दो छोटे और एक बड़ा. ओके, और या तो एक बड़ा नेगेटिव होगा तो दूसरे दो छोटे पॉजिटिव होंगे. मैंने इजी कहा, दैट इज नॉट अ वे टू डिसाइड, बट ये हिंट आपको मिलेगी कि इसमें हमेशा आपका जीरो आए. जब आपको ऐसा क्वेश्चन पूछना है तो हमेशा आपका जीरो आने ही वाला है. दैट इज नेक्स्ट फाइन. कोई दूसरे टाइप के क्वेश्चन यहाँ पे नहीं है. आई होप दैट्स क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू. सो प्लीज revise those who have joined late. There are 2 or 3 students who have come late, so revise the video. Okay, already the worksheet has been forwarded to you. So go through the worksheets and try to follow and try to understand the concept. Any doubt, you can be connected. Okay, thank you children.